I bought every PvP texture pack from the marketplace so you don't have to. And I'm gonna go one by one, checking out the texture pack and whether if I would recommend you buying it or skipping it. Now the first texture pack we have is Noble PvP texture pack. Yeah, that's the name. Very original. Alright, first of all, I'm not a big fan of this guy. Okay, we're starting off on a negative note, but that's probably like the only thing I don't like about this pack. Everything else is actually really good. From the actual armor, which is big and detailed, to the ores. I actually am a big fan of the way the ores look, because they look like they're ores within ores. But let's get on to the juicy stuff. The tools and the weapons. Now the tools and the weapons, they look very, what's the word I'm looking for? Toyish. It's like they're trying to be realistic, but not really. But nonetheless, I'm actually a big fan of the way the diamond sword looks, especially with the orange handle. Also, the ender pearl is such a random color. Now I actually am a big fan of the way the food looks, from the golden apple to all the other available meats. Also, the hearts and the hunger bars pretty much stay the same. The XP part, the more you grow it, the different shadings of green it gets. Also, the crosshair is just this basic cross. So, would I recommend this texture pack? Yeah, actually. It's not your conventional normal PvP texture pack, but that's what makes it special. So if you want something that's completely out of the norm, then I actually recommend getting this pack. On to the next one. The next pack we have on the list is Solr. Yes, just buy it. Yes, it's probably one of the best PvP marketplace texture packs available currently. Now a lot of people might say it's overrated. It's too hyped up, but honestly, I can see the hype. First of all, it's red, and I'm very biased towards red, but even that, look at the armor. Very detailed. Now the ores, some of you might like it, some of you might not. I personally like the way they look. Give it that very in your face vibes to it. Now look at this sword. The red, the black. Oh yeah, this sword right here, it hits different. The tools look nice. The golden apple has the same outer line to the sword. Now let's talk about the hotbar. The hotbar is extremely clean. From the hearts to the hunger, which have been changed to red golden apples. Also, the sky is of course red. For me, this is a definite must buy. But if you're not a big fan of the ores, or just don't like the color red, or just think it's overhyped, don't worry, I got you with the next one. Now the next pack we have on the list is Aether 16. One of the most recent ones added to the marketplace, and this pack comes from the same people who made Cubecraft, or a part of Cubecraft. Now the theme of this pack is blue. Now this guy actually looks quite similar to the Solr one, but nonetheless it still looks nice and very dreary. Now the thing that caught my attention from this pack is actually the ores. Look how much detail there is to it. It's definitely a better version than the one from Solr. Now when it comes to the sword, look at this bad boy. Ooh, that diamond, the dark shading going all the way to the light. The golden apple looks like a detailed golden apple nonetheless, but something that I really like is the hotbar. Look at this. This looks so clean. First of all, the XP bar looks so creative. But let's not forget about the armor, of course, with the shiny blue to it. So would I recommend getting this pack? Yes. I would say this is kind of like a counterpart to Solr, just in blue. So yeah, I can definitely see why this is one of the more talked about ones as of recent. Definitely would buy this one. On to the next one. Now the next pack we have on the list is Legendary Texture Pack. Fun fact, I think this is one of the most expensive texture packs you can get on the marketplace. Now this isn't your typical PvP texture pack. It has this medieval vibe to it. Now first of all, the diamond is probably one of the most uniquest, not even a word, most creative armor sets I've ever seen. The amount of detail this has is actually mind-blowing. And this goes with the other armor sets as well, with the gold, the leather, even the chain. Now as for the ores, there are no outlines to it. The diamonds look very nice. It's just one big old diamond into it. Same thing with the emerald. The gold and the iron are more typical. Now the only problem I have with the sky is just like, there's nothing added to the sky. I feel like you could have done so much with the sky, but no, it's just this. Now the diamond sword is quite huge. Actually, all the swords are very huge. Same thing goes for the weapons, the tool. Now the golden apples is very detailed, as well as all the other fruits that you can see. Now for the crosshair, I don't know if you like this or not. Personally, I don't really mind it as much. Now the particles are like these gray bubbles. So overall, would I recommend getting this pack? It's up to you, honestly. I wouldn't say I would instantly recommend this, because first of all, I think this is an extremely expensive pack. But if you got the mine coins and want a different vibe when you're playing the Hive Skywars or whatever the server you're playing on, then I think I would recommend getting this pack. It definitely has a lot of pros compared to its cons. So yeah, next pack. But like seriously, look at this diamond armor. It's just so sick. Now the next pack we have on the list is PvP Bold Vanilla. Now this pack is actually very OG and has had many changes. So let's get right into it. First of all, the theme of this pack is dark blue. Okay, first of all, look at the diamond ores. Now you might notice something different. They're lighting up. Now you may think, oh no, it's only for diamonds. No, gold, emeralds, and even iron. This is the first I've seen a texture pack do this. Something that I do like though is your inventory, or when you open a chest, it's like this red and blue combination. Now as for the sky, it has clouds. Nice. It's a very minimalistic sky. Oh yeah, also something really hilarious about this pack is the food itself. Everything is just extremely small for whatever reason. I also haven't been talking much about the ender pearls, but actually I'm a big fan of the way the ender pearl looks. So would I recommend getting this pack? Not necessarily. I feel like this is a very good pack. However, I feel like the other packs that I've reviewed and the ones that are coming up are a lot better than this one. But if you still want more packs, then I definitely recommend this one. On to the next pack. Now the next pack we have on the list is PvP Midnight Warrior. Now this pack is also an OG and probably one of the best ones of its time, and it still does a really good job competing with the new ones like Aether and Solr. First of all, look at the way the diamond armor looks. It looks very slick, very futuristic actually. I love the way the colors are used. The ores, they definitely could be more polished in my opinion, but maybe that's just the way it's supposed to look. What do you guys think? I am a big fan of the swords and the tools implemented in this pack. They're just the right size in my opinion. Also the ender pearl, very nice. Also the golden apple looks very thick. Now as for the sky, I like the way they use minimalistic in their favor. It's pretty much a bunch of big old clouds surrounding you. Now as for the hotbar, the hearts, and the hunger, they look decent. The XP bar, it's alright. So would I get this pack? I would say yes. I think this is definitely a pack worth your money. But on to the next pack. Now the next one we have on the list is PvP's Essential Mashup. Okay, so one thing that I don't like right off the bat is the stone. I feel like the stone is very ugly. But besides that, the diamond armor, it looks nice actually. But as for the ores, they pretty much take the same thing from any other PvP texture pack. The outlines and pretty much a little detail to the ores. Also, I find this funny that like this diamond sword is smaller than the stick. Like what the heck? So yeah, all the tools are actually very small, which I actually think is quite adorable. Now the food actually has a very realistic side to it. Now of course the sky is just plain, so yeah, that's pretty mid. Also, the one thing that I don't really like is actually this. Like first of all, the hearts, what does this have to do with the whole texture pack theme? The hunger bar, the squares, no, it's very tacky, as well as with the armor. The XP bar is a very bland color to it. Ender pearl, it looks alright, I guess. It's just a little bit upgrade to the original. So would I recommend getting this pack? No, I don't think so. There's so many other packs out there that are way better than this one. It has a lot of good things going for it, but also a lot of bad things going for it that I just wouldn't recommend spending your money on. So this one is definitely a hard pass for me. Now the next pack we have on the list is Better Default Texture Pack. Now this is actually a very popular texture pack within the Hive community, and for great reasoning too. This pack is very nice. It takes default to a whole other level. Like first of all, I really like the way the diamond looks. It takes the basic diamond color and adds a little bit more pizzazz to it. Now something that I want to mention right off the bat is that I absolutely love probably one of my favorite ones, the way the hotbar looks. The hearts, the hunger, the XP bar, also the fact that you have numbers to each of your items, just so convenient, so useful. Why doesn't Mojang already add that? But let's go on to the sword. First of all, this sword is humongous. So if you're a big fan of huge swords, then this one is meant for you. As well as for the tools, they look very nice. The golden apple, it just looks like a regular golden apple with a sprinkle of detail to it. The ender pearl, it's pretty ender pearl-ish if you ask me. The ores, I'm actually a big fan of the way the ores look, especially the diamond. Also, this is like one of the first packs that I see that doesn't use outlines. I'm not gonna lie to you, seeing outlines in every texture pack starting to get a little bit redundant. Now as for the sky, it's just basic. It's nothing too special, but I'm not gonna complain because this is technically a default texture pack just with a lot more added to it. Definitely does the job. So yeah, for me, this is an automatic buy. It might not be as detailed as say Solr or Aether, but for a default texture pack, this is definitely worth your money. But there you have it, boys. I think I reviewed most of the popular PvP marketplace texture packs. I might have missed a couple ones. If I did, leave that in the comments. And what do you think of these packs? Which ones do you think are better than the other ones? Leave that in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay beautiful as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.